Hello, good evening. Welcome to Spency Sees It. I'm here in the plaza, the world famous Scottsdale Old Town Plaza. The westmost west town bullshit. Anyways, I'm just sitting there journaling. That's what I do. It's how I download my alcoholic mind and write out thoughts and feelings, emotions, and God, I spent 5,000 hours here, sitting like I am right now, just watching things. And the best nights are when there's nothing to write about, there's nothing to film. You know, everything's just going on. Nobody's getting ticketed, no parking tickets, no laws. People do whatever the hell they want, but everything seems to flow and nobody gets hurt. You know, no hurt, no harm. That wasn't the case here. When I first showed up, no hurt, no harm. All there was hurt and harm continuously. It was unbelievable. You'll see. Whiskey Row, my God. Those boys love to drink on duty and jump on customers. Probably more so than any other. They're all bad. You know, these security boys would run over from one bar to the other to go jump on drunks. They're having a great time. You will not believe what I have to show you. So it's Thursday. The police have driven by like a half a dozen times. I think 2 different cops. Nobody's writing any parking tickets. I'm illegally parked right now, so is everybody else. It's Thursday. And from Thursday to Sunday, from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m., this is a tow-away zone. However, Sergeant Clore, he's pretty limited to what areas he can tow these days. He used to tow everything, anywhere, anytime. Oh, I can do a whole channel just on his towing fetish. I've seen him call in 10 cops to have to block this whole little plaza off so we could get a great big flatbed in here to tow some great big van out of here. Because it was top priority at 1 a.m. Things have gotten a lot better here in the plaza. I'd like to take a little credit for that, but actually, I like it better when everyone else takes credit for it. I just like to see the results. It's amazing what you can get done when other people take credit. The aggressive face smash and policing. You know, it's all in the training. Don't get me started on the training. The training of these security boys. Liquor board's pretty damn clear. You are not to be drinking when you're employed by the bar. When you are here to oversee the safety of drunk people, you are not to be impaired. You know, that's the law. The reality is we get a job at the bar so we can drink like fishes. So when the bottle service is over, we grab that $1,000 bottle and we bring it out back and we drink it. 'Cause that's what we do. That's what these boys do. Probably have their own little bar in the back. $1,000 bottles. And more. All of it makes me sick, but I used to think I enjoyed it. I used to be a slave to it. And whenever I got in trouble, alcohol or drugs was always involved. I can be a loud drunk, but luckily I'm not a violent drunk. Unfortunately, a lot of people are, including those with badges. The beat downs. I got stories that don't need to be told. Anyways, it's a peaceful night here in the plaza. A lot of people that used to work here no longer work here. And that's a good thing. And in case the EEG ever does watch these or hear these, you got a few good men here. Corey be one of them. If this was my empire, I'd want somebody that's sober that really knows what the fuck is going on around here. And the only one that's sober that knows what's going on around here that I know of is Corey and a few other of your employees that don't drink. I have that most respect for Corey. Not for most of them. And I have none for the youngs. Body check me, Jake. Assault me again, Jake. Call the cops on me again, Dan. What happens when Dan Young calls the cops on Spence? Nothing. Because Spence doesn't do anything. He films them, and that makes him uncomfortable. The Young brothers say, Spence, you're a troublemaker. Thank you. I appreciate that. Makes my day. And the truth is, I don't know what else to do. If I get a job, I can work 1 day a week. If I work 2 days a week, I lose my insurance, my health insurance. I can't afford to work 50, 60 hours a week, pay co-pays. I'm 60 years old. People have screwed me out of my retirement, including family, and that's a whole nother video. So right now, I've been living on about $500 a month, but Michael Clore and all his little tickets and fines have really fucked my world over. And he's happy about that. But the thing is, I set that up. I told him I was broke. I told his officer, Dominic, I didn't have any money, and I knew that would trigger the alcoholic in Mikey. Sure as shit, I got more tickets. Hand delivered. How come everybody else gets their tickets put on the windshield and all my tickets are hand delivered? But no one delivers me tickets anymore except Michael Clore. He's the only one. I wonder why. Reginald. You know, everybody should really, really appreciate my tolerance. Is there one thing I can do is stir. The Spence stir. And when I stir, I do it at levels that really affect people. Not on the bottom level. I don't give a shit about bottom level cops. Inconvenience. They think they know the law. And then the prosecutors back up whatever fucking mistakes they make. Not with me. Not today. I'm learning more about the law every fucking goddamn night. I'm a quick study too. All the way my fucking rights have been violated in the last 5 years here. My whole life, actually. Because I was ignorant. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. Well, ignorance is no excuse when you get your rights fucked. You need to be aware. Very aware these days. Because cops are people, they're human. 6 weeks of training, something like that, and they fucking get a badge and gun. Do they ever do any more training? Very rarely. There is so much more training if you spend the time. And if law enforcement is going to be your career. My good friends who were ex-SWAT, they have 4-year degrees in law enforcement. They're generational fire and law. I have the utmost respect for all of them. And yeah, they drank. They were alcoholics. They drank every day on duty. That's reality for many, many people in this country. Probably a couple 100 million drink every day. It's a stressful world. We have everything. We are so abundant. Throwing away 400 million tons of food every day in the trash, writing it off. It's just a business expense. Doesn't affect everybody else, but it sure does fucking affect me. I don't. It's just such a waste. And that's probably because I have nothing. When you don't have much, you learn to appreciate everything. I know what it's like not to have water, not to have power. And it's not a big deal to me. Not today. We lose power to all of you, you're going to lose probably $1,000 of food. Gonna stink in about 2 days. Knowing old ways, having a plan, knowing what you're going to do if you lose power, if we have water shortage, and water shortages are coming. Well, I'm just venting tonight. A lot better than Spence holding it in. I used to fear my voice because I feared my father's and my mother's. Today I don't have too many worries or fears. And I sure don't fear death. Good Lord can take me any second and I'm ready, and God, I'm ready. However, I'm very grateful that I'm healthy today. A lot of sacrifice to get back to health. Carrying around 120 pounds of fat, I don't know how in the hell I did that. Because I could barely carry a 50-pound dumbbell across the street today. But somehow I waddled around with 120 pounds on me. Even roller skating. Roller skating was not a problem. Walking, that was a big deal. But I never felt the fat. I never felt being fat. Because you get used to it. You know, it's almost impossible not to get fat in this country. Dump sugar and everything. And small changes. It's what I learned in recovery, small changes over time. And all those little small changes, consistent changes, they all add up and they combine. Someone offered me pizza today and I'm just like, I don't do that white dough anymore. But thank you. And I love pizza. Grew up on that shit. Today I don't want no more white dough. No more white flour, no more GMO corn, GMO wheat, doused in Roundup to dry it out. Give me a break. Organic's super expensive, but you really don't have much choice. Of course, there's not enough organic to go around, so, or is there enough natural fruits? I don't have much money, but that's what I get. I get organic bananas, I get organic fruit, non-GMO. It really reduces your choices. It really does. And I don't have the money to shop at Whole Foods or Sprouts. And that's okay. I just do the best I can with what I have. And once you lose the weight, once you burn it off, you find you really don't need very much. I don't need a lot of calories at 60 years old. Even when I'm roller skating for 4 hours a night, I don't need a lot of calories. And actually, I burn a high fat diet. I drink half and half in my coffee. You know, shitty white sugar, but if you sip on that and you're always moving, the body burns it fine. Just been my experience. I try to feed my body just what it needs, not what it wants. And thank God today it doesn't crave drugs and alcohol. All these people out here to drink and have a great time. And I'm here to hopefully see that they stay safe. Safe from other people who are drinking. And bad people, bad actors. You know what? And when I'm a drinking, I can be a very, very bad actor. That's why I don't drink. Most people aren't that way, thank God. Anyways, have a great evening.